Hey, what it is? Okay, I got enough time for a mini stream, so I'm gonna do a little short one. Just take a little sound whiz. This is another. I'm gonna count this as a community suggestion. It's not an actual community submission, but Jerome, the guy who sent in a couple patches before, had a little tip. And it was almost a week ago that he mentioned it. I don't want to forget about it, so I'm going to patch it together here so y'all can take a look. So to keep things simple, we're just going to have a little percussion oscillator here. Let's give him a clock. And I'm going to give him a clocked pattern generator just because I got to get things moving. Plug that to here, plug this to the trig, plug this to the out, and he should make some noises. I'm going to give him a bit of decay, because although he is a percussion generator, we're going to be doing a little bit of pitchy stuff today. This is all about, pitch related things. So he does have a pitch input, and he is, as long as he has enough decay. Well, calm down there, buddy. As long as he has enough decay, he will play notes so you can hear the pitch of. Right now, he's just playing one. Let's make it more interesting than that. So, where is it? There's another one. We're going to use this little bad boy called Control Mixer 1. If you don't have the Nord Modular, that's fine. You do not need one to take advantage of this tip at all. I'm just going to wire it into the pitch input of the percussion oscillator. Oh, actually, he's going to need something before that. Before that, he's going to need a quantizer. Nope, that's the wrong one. I need a key quantizer. Quantizer, of course, is something that takes control voltage and forces it to play only musical notes, which is useful for anything where you want to sound like you're actually making quote-unquote normal music, human music for humans, like we've talked about here before. So I'm just going to map some notes in here. Now I'm going to take a clocked random step generator and another clocked random step generator. I'm going to give them the same clock, which is the same clock as our overall tempo. But because I dislike 120 BPM, I'm going to dial it down a bit. So here's our experiment here. Here's what Jerome wrote in to say. He had watched the stream where I had put together a switch so that I could play one melody and then hit a button on the switch and go to the other melody. Or sometimes I used a crossfader to do the same thing. So his advice, and I just realized I'm not going to demonstrate it properly if I use these. His advice was related to the control mixer and specifically to its invert function. Again, without knowing what kind of hardware you have, you probably have an invert function or maybe an inverted output on your control mixer or whatever you use for mixing CV. Because blue is, of course, as I've said in the Nord Modular, blue here is CV, control voltage. Okay, cool. I think I'm going to turn this randomness off so we get more of a repeatable pattern. There we go. So you can hear that melody now, right? Doodle-doo-doo-doo-doo-doo. I just put in random steps from the sequencers. I mixed them in the control mixer, and then I quantized them to make them play in a key. Which, at least for me, I can hear. Yep. There we go. So this is Jerome's big trick. It's just this, flipping the invert knob. You can actually have 3 sequences and play with them with just this control mixer. By inverting one of them, you adjust the CV data, which is going into the quantizer. And by going back and inverting the other one, you change a melody in a different way. If you invert both of them, I think you get the same thing as if you don't invert either of them. Maybe I'm wrong. Wow, so you can actually get 4 sequences out of 2. I know these are randomly generated by me, but you could meticulously program your own sequence on one sequencer, and then your other sequence on the other sequencer, and then mix them in the control mixer, or you could do this. You could dial one of them out completely, and then only one of these, that's this channel, would be providing the sequence. You could do this. And now the other guy is providing the sequence. Or you can have both of them. And when you have both of them, you can mess with the invert buttons. Hear that new melody? Diddle-diddle-diddle-diddle-diddle. Right? I wonder if this... No. The quantization isn't affected by the linear or exponential response of the control mixer. But yeah, for live jamming purposes, if you say, I need more variation in my melody, but I only have these 2 sequencers, what am I going to do? Well, with a mixer that has a couple of amount knobs and invert knobs, you can mix that CV up, drop all of it into a single quantizer, and then drop it into your oscillator's pitch input. And you can absolutely do that on a non-Nord system. You don't need a Nord for this. So that's it. As I said, this is just a mini stream today to take one smart little idea by a smart little man and share it with you. Again, not my idea. I may be smart, but I'm not a little man. But this is it. Try it out for yourself. Mix your control voltages before you send them to a quantizer, and then be sure to mess with them before they get into the quantizer to give you some more options. Hear that? Yeah. Cool. We gotta save it because we gotta save everything. Just because it's a mini stream doesn't mean we're not gonna save it. We're definitely gonna save it. Don't worry. This one is called 47 Jerome's Idea. Cool. Save it in the synth. Simple as this little machine is that we just built, I'm already imagining using it for creating simplistic little random melodies in the upcoming CD or whatever album gets recorded. So that's it. Thanks for tuning into the mini stream. More moves coming soon. So please keep tuning in. Cheers.